The member for Goldstein.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister update the House on how the government is supporting hard-working families and businesses by ensuring that power is affordable and reliable, including in my electorate of Goldstein?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the honourable member for his question. And everything we are doing is backing the hard-working families and businesses in the honourable member's electorate and in every honourable member's electorate, including the honourable member for Patterson's electorate, who is concerned about the future of the Tomago aluminium smelter at the same time as she's advocating the end of coal-fired energy in the Hunter Valley. It's going to be very interesting. I'd encourage her to have a chat to the management and the workers about how they're going to go without any baseload power. Mr Speaker, the opportunity to get ahead, to find a job, to start a business, to raise a family, those opportunities are what we are building in Australia today. And they depend on the security of energy, of national security, of safety, but above all, they depend on the security of electricity supply. And we've seen in South Australia the consequence of the radical Labor energy experiment.
Member for Lyons is warned.
The member for Isaac booms out rubbish. It was a rubbish idea. You're quite right. These moments of candour on your part are very helpful. It was a really rubbish idea to have 40% of your state's energy coming from wind power and doing nothing about storage, nothing about backup, except praying that you'd be able to keep sucking energy out of Victoria's brown coal generators. That's not a plan. That is complacency, it's negligence, it's Labor sloth. Mr Speaker, the honourable members opposite, they know very well that their 50% renewable target will drive up the price of power. They know that Australians will have to pay a lot more on their power bill because of their policies, but they won't say by how much. The Leader of the Opposition himself, no financial slouch, formerly a director of a superannuation fund, formerly the Assistant Treasurer. He's a whole history in looking at public finances, but he could not give the answer. He could not give the answer. 4 times he was asked and 4 times he ducked the question until Sabra Lane aptly summed it out by saying, Leader of the Opposition, you're out of time. Mr Speaker, we saw last night too the Shadow Treasurer, and that interview, which is possibly the biggest train wreck of 4 or 5 they've had this week on this subject. That it is. That's right. The Deputy Prime Minister is right. They have been competing to have the worst interview on renewable energy, and the reason why they're so bad is they don't know. They can't say they are heading towards the South Australian catastrophe of unplanned, massive commitments to renewable energy with no idea how to provide the security and the affordability that households and businesses deserve.